brush back in my bucket.
I know. I just need that one because they do.
Okay, hurry. Come on, guys. Miniature pig.
There, Jewel. Jewel is an ornate box turtle. Now, do you guys know the difference between a box turtle and a tortoise? Well, box turtles do go in their shell. A lot of turtles will, in fact, go into their shell. Box turtles are very unique because they can go completely into their shell. And they have this really cool thing on their belly that actually allows for them to completely close up and cover their head. So I like to call these guys the Transformers because they do in fact change shape. They go from this lovely round shape to a nice box shape and they are completely covered. Now Jewel here apparently is bringing part of her enclosure with her today, which is fine. She is a turtle and she might look like a tortoise. Tortoises are very known to be on the land. They love to dig. They love to eat plants and other vegetables and fruits. Well, my friend here, she has a nice dome shell like a tortoise. She has claws like a tortoise. She loves to dig like a tortoise. She does eat some plants and vegetation. But my friend here is known for being a turtle because she eats meat. Most people think that the box turtle here is a Russian tortoise. If they go to a pet store, they think, oh, I got a tortoise. It's wonderful. And they get their entire ecosystem set up for a tortoise. And then they come to see me at the zoo and I'm like, yep, this is a box turtle. They ate meat. And they're like, what? I thought I had a tortoise. These guys are very unique in that aspect because they are one of these few turtles that actually spend a majority of their time on land and do mimic more of a tortoise. The other thing about their shell, unlike the shell of that Madagascar hissing cockroach, is they can actually feel when I am touching on the back of her shell because she is actually connected to that shell. Most people think, oh, well, they can just come out of their shell, but they can't. They are fully attached to that shell and she can feel every little thing when I touch it. Cool. Do you guys know what her shell might be made out of? Keratin. Do you know what keratin is? Fingernails and hair. That is right. So most people, they think, wait, fingernails and hair, wouldn't it be soft? It's not. It is very, very hard. Just like a rhino's horn. That's made out of keratin. It's just slightly more modified. Our hair, our fingernails, they're modified so that they're not really used for anything. They don't protect us really unless we're scratching something. Our hair is great, keeps us nice and cool. These guys, it's thicker, it's stronger, so it does take a lot of force to actually break. Once these guys do have a fully developed shell, it will take an immense amount of force to actually break it. So it does keep them pretty well protected out in the wild. Another very unique thing about my friend here is her name, Jewel. She gets her name because most box turtles have very beautiful jewel colored eyes. And my friend here has nice, bright eyes. And I'll bring her around. And when I bring her around, if you guys would like to touch my friend, you guys are able to touch her. I'm gonna ask 2 fingers. We stay away from her head. We go down her back. And if you guys want to touch, just show up that 2 fingers. And you'll also feel how smooth she is. While I come around and you guys take a look at her eyes, take a look at her shell as well. See if you can guess her age. Do you guys? No? Okay. I will never force anybody to touch a friend that doesn't want to be touched. She is definitely excited to be around. Now, as I said, my friend here can actually be around in our own backyard here in Wisconsin. This is pretty native for her. So she loves the weather. Now, as I brought her around, did you guys take a close look at her shell? Do you guys want to take a guess at how old my friend is? Depends on where they're at, if they're in the wild or if they're in captivity. In captivity, they can get up to 100 years old. In the wild, if they make it past the juvenile stage when their shell has become fully developed, they can get up to about 80 years old. What's your guess? 60? Oh, that's a good guess. 65? Any other guesses? 80? Some great guess. 12? She is about 30 years old. And you're 3? You're 4? Oh, sweet. I'm about the same age as her. Not going to say it directly, but you know, I'm about the same. Yeah. This Jewel is about 30 years old, and we can actually tell that based on her scoots on her actual shell. They have rings like tree bark. Because that shell does grow with her, that helps determine her age. We actually just found out that the 2 other turtles that are with her are in fact females. We thought they were males. We named them Carl and Claude. I don't know if they're going to change their names, but you know.
Claudia and I don't know.
Right, Claudia and I don't know, Carly.
Yep.
There we go, Claudia and Carly. We'll see if we can submit those names in. Do we have any questions about my friend Jewel?
Does she sleep inside her shell?
So she does. She actually will sleep mostly outside her shell, but she'll dig into the ground to help regulate her temperature, which is why you see those nice, beautiful claws on her. Just like any reptile, she's going to come out for the sun to warm, but she'll dig in the ground to stay cool. Thank you, sweetheart. She'll stay cool, and she'll also sleep and stay protected from predators. Yes. just like us, they have five toes. Yes. So turtles, most people don't realize, will actually do some form of hibernation, especially during the colder months. They dig into the ground, they create a nice little bed, and their metabolism will slow down so that when things start warming up, these guys will be more active. I wouldn't say it's like a full hibernation where you might see a bear completely asleep and it's super hard to wake him up, but these guys will be pretty just docile. They're just very slow moving because they want that metabolism to stay low. Yes. How old can they get? Oh, that's a really good question. That would depend on the soil that you would find. So if it is a nice, good, soft soil, they could probably dig at least 1 foot to 2 underground, depending on where they feel comfortable at. If it is a harder ground, they might try and find a different place, but if they have no other option, then they'll dig there and they might only get maybe 6 inches to 1 foot.